Welcome. Welcome back to the show. Yes. It's already December. It's crazy. You know? Like, it just feels like the year went by really fast. Really fast. And, yeah, a lot of things have gone up, have gone down, have broken or hurt myself, gotten sick. Yeah, I there's a condition called CHS. It's marijuana related, and apparently, if you overdo it, like I did, accidentally. Well, it wasn't really an accidentally. It's kind of like I smoke a lot, so I just pushed it, and it caused me to throw up trying to get all that THC out of my body for like 3 days. Went to the hospital twice. Yeah, gnarly stuff, but I don't know. Kind of put me back a little bit. Like definitely don't smoke as much as I used to, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just like, I like to smoke, but I like to relax sometimes and not have to, like today, for example. It's pretty nice, honestly. But anyway, let's talk about the podcast show, shall we? Let's start with the content. I've made 337 minutes of new content. That's 77% more than the other creators in the society and culture category. I didn't even know that was the category I got put in, but that's where I am at. Did you know what shocked me the most was season 3, episode 1, Fairy Tales. This episode had 153% more streams than my average episode. It's pretty insane, to be honest. Now, most of my listeners come from the US, which makes sense, and that's where I'm primarily hosted. But I also have a website, and I also have a YouTube channel that my podcast goes on to as well. And so here are the top places around the world. We have Germany, Canada, and China. And there are more, but these are the ones that are ranked the highest. Something I didn't know was that the show has a listener podcast personality. So y'all, the audience, who knew this was a thing? I didn't. And you might be wondering, what is it? Well, the show's listener personality is the podcastologist. The podcastologist. It's pretty interesting. I'm very grateful for the listener support throughout the year. 64% of my listeners were discovered this year, and I am highly grateful for all of you who tuned in to my show. And 18% of my listeners joined me from last year. Thank you for sticking with the show. On top of doing my podcast last year was only audio episodes. This year, not counting this one, I've posted 10 video episodes, which is impressive because that's a barrier I had to overcome. I had to get comfortable talking first off. Then I had to get comfortable putting myself in front of a camera. And then I had to get comfortable of just talking to a camera. So I had to go little steps, I had to build off of it. But we finally made it to where I wanted to be, in a sense. And it's just going to get better from here on out. Whoops. Overall, I am pleased to say that I've gained 50% more followers than last year. Slowly but surely, we are growing, which is great. Some stats for people, and this is highly interesting for me. I am the top 10 podcaster for 12 fans. I am the top 5 for 12 fans. And finally, but not least, I am the number 1 podcaster for 8 fans. That's a great start. Thank you for your support. I highly appreciate it. Now let's talk about my music interests. This really fascinated me a lot. I love how Spotify takes all your data of listening to music and gives you a little collage at the end of the year showing you how much time you wasted listening to music. I'm just kidding, it's not really a waste, it's therapeutic for me at least. I am the type of person to explore out of 59 genres. These are my main ones: pop rock, pop, underground hip hop, EDM, and trap run. Intriguing. Now it seems like I got a rhythm to my day as well. In the morning, I usually like to listen to motivational and hype energy music. Coming down to the afternoon, it's more poetic, positive, passionate. For the wind down of the day, it's quiet, soothing, and zen. Nice. Very interesting. In total, I've listened to 64,425 minutes of music. That might seem like a lot, but I know someone who's surpassed 200,000 minutes of music. That's just gnarly. Out of 2,800 artists, Riles was my favorite. Riles. And unfortunately, I didn't write the other ones down, so I'll have to show you a picture here of my top 5. And Riles, of course. I've also spent 968 minutes listening to podcasters. Yeah. And unfortunately, I didn't write those down either, so here are my top 5. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that's usually what I listen to most of the time. That's a recap of the year. It's been a good year, in my opinion. Great progress, great strides. And there's going to be more to come next year. And still in my leg brace, and I'll be seeing the doctor here shortly. And hopefully they'll give you some information that's useful. And by the time you see this, I will already know what is going on. But anyway, here's some other interesting stuff. The couple that lives with me, they're going to be moving out within the week or next week. And that's very entertaining because for A, I get to put my office back up so I don't have to continue doing work inside my room. B, the other roommate I'll be living with, she will finally get her own room instead of just sleeping adjacent from the stairs in her little room. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting. We're going to have to redecorate the living room because everything but this chair I'm sitting in is my roommate's. Except the sound system and the TV. The sound system is mine. And that's pretty much it in the living room. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm looking forward to a little peaceful, quieter homestead. So that'll be nice. But let's talk about the future of the show. The year is almost over. It's not over yet. So I'm planning to release 4 more episodes after this one for the ending of the season 5 and for the ending of 2022. Season 6. Well, now that one's gonna be a little bit different than the rest of my show. Same me, new facts, crazier stories. At least that's how I want to put it. I will take you on a journey through some controversial topics. Things from who created us, where we come from, and where's God, if God is out there. I know some of this might be crazy, I'm sure, but the goal is not to change your mind, but to make you think about the perspective we see things through. Let me show you mine. For some don't know how I play this game we call life. I'll catch you in the next episode. Y'all take care and have a good one.